Welcome back, everybody.
We're
here. Yeah, we're here.
Oh, I just had to make sure that my chair was locked and I wasn't going to slouch.
Yeah, mine's locked and ready to go.
All right.
Welcome back.
That means we're set.
We
got
are
good posture.
I'm ready, man.
Everyone needs good posture. You got to think about,
Have you ever seen those? I don't know if they're like, remember like old school like TV ads, you know what I mean? Like the funny like TV like commercials, of like selling something on TV.
Like the sales channel or the like, shopping channel or something?
Who's the guy that died that was like...
You're not giving me a lot to work with here, bro. I don't know what.
Oh my gosh, what's the guy's name? He's got a beard, he got a round face, he looks like he was in...
Richard Simmons?
No, no, that's not Richard. Richard Simmons is like skinny and
is he? I
thought he wears. No, wow, he kind of looks like Bob Ross. No, my gosh, he's like the OxyClean guy.
I mean,
OxyClean guy.
I
Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, I don't know either. But anyways, I feel like I've seen like infomercials of like fix your back, and it's like these elderly grandmas that are like, I have perfect posture in my house now. So. Anyways, we are back. It's been a while since the last episode was recorded and dropped in June.
Amazing.
Lots of things have happened between then and now.
Like this whole thing called summer, when everyone's gone.
Summer is gone. I do feel semi sad about it.
Do you?
In some ways. I like when the leaves change, but I was literally just thinking like I have this amazing like behind us, we don't have any houses in this like forest preserve or whatever. And so it's beautiful when it the leaves start to change and when they come in the spring. But for the winter, it looks like, not great and very dead. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to lose all these beautiful leaves and all the things. But
I mean, as far as the weather's been going lately, it's going to be a while because it's like 82 degrees here in Chicago now, and it's like second summer. So
yeah, I know we got that taste of like cold weather last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. It was very nice.
Amazing. Well, it's hard to believe we're starting to record the third season.
Third season.
Sunday's coming,
dude. It's crazy. This is our 39th, 40th episode, 41st episode, something
Who's
like
counting?
that. I am. And
that's right. So okay, for the audience, maybe put into perspective, how many hours of editing is that? If you had to just round
less
it up.
than what it was to record them all, but
no, there's no way.
I mean, it doesn't take me an hour. Maybe, yeah. I'm trying to
More
find
than
somebody
40
to edit
and less
for
than
me.
a million.
Yes,
but a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. When you count like social clips, then yes.
Yeah,
then that's a lot.
Yeah, or even just like. How many hours does it take to organize all the footage and transfer all the files? And
get me started.
If you listeners never had to work on a podcast, it's a lot of work.
It's more work than I thought it was going to be when we first started. And it's very hard to watch like any other podcast you see, of them posting all the time or on social media and their clips or whatever. I'm just like, dude. And then you're like, wait, they got a whole team. Mm-hmm. You're looking at the team right here.
That's a good reminder. Is don't compare yourself to social media.
It's really hard.
Whether it's about a podcast or
man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy. But we're back. How was your summer?
Oh, it was good. It was pretty low key. No crazy things, trips or whatever.
You didn't go anywhere?
No.
Why?
I mean, I went lots of places for work. Oh. People always ask me, "Oh, like, are you traveling for work or for fun?" I'm like, guys, for work.
Always for work.
I don't travel for fun. What are you talking about?
I travel for fun.
I know, you do. You do a good job at that.
I definitely, the miles that I use throughout the year, or that I get from all my work trips do fund my fun trips in a good way. So thanks, United Airlines.
That's good. But yeah, did mostly like, stuff around here, Chicago, downtown stuff. My kid got a pool pass, so went to the pool a lot.
Dude.
Some Six Flags action. If you like roller coasters, we did a lot of roller coasters.
There is
beach,
nothing
stuff like that.
better than like as a kid to have a pool pass.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, like every summer, man, we'd have these little metal tags. Mm-hmm. And, whether my parents were there or not, drop us off at the pool. We'll see you at dusk.
Yep. Oh, my kid knew exactly what the age limit was when you could come to the pool without an adult.
Yes.
And got a season pass at exactly that age, and just like felt like such a grown up riding her bike by herself to the pool whenever she wanted.
We were pool rats as a kid growing up in Janesville, Wisconsin, going to Rockport Pool.
Amazing.
And that was my favorite part was they had giant Olympic sized pool, but then they had a separate pool with diving boards and a low dive and a high dive. And so I got very good at
like legit diving, like
legit dives.
Like head first in?
Yes. Oh yeah. Okay. Backflips.
Very brave of you.
Gainers. 1.5. I used to be able to do a 2.5 front flip into a dive off the low dive. It was pretty good.
It's impressive. Could you still do a gainer?
No, dude. Absolutely not. Man, this is, okay. So the other thing about that is like, I see guys like, have you ever seen like cliff jumping guys on like Instagram or something like that where they.
Oh, like the Viking death dive?
Yes.
Where the dude like leaps with an axe or whatever the heck.
No. I haven't seen that one. I don't know what that is.
It's the same thing, but they like throw the boulder off before.
Yeah, no, the ones that I watch are like, they're 60 feet up and they're jumping into like a 15-foot like pool of water surrounded by rocks. And if you miss, you're dead.
Yeah, totally.
And these guys are like, sprinting from the road, jumping across over a railing of a bridge and then jumping through. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah,
everyone's looking for a high somehow, Caleb. Like,
dude,
you could do drugs or you could leap off 60-foot cliffs into a tiny pool of water.
That really that makes me nervous. Like,
yeah,
a lot. I went cliff diving once in Hawaii, and then we went back later.
Wait, explain cliff diving.
Cliff jumping.
What is cliff jumping? So leaping from a cliff
into
the ocean,
body of water.
Okay,
yeah. And that was fine. And that wasn't that high. And it still felt like really, really high. It's maybe like 20 something feet, something like that. Like it's not that bad. And then we went with my wife and kids a couple years ago when we were also in Hawaii. And we went down to it was I think it's the farthest point in United States of America. Like the Florida Keys call themselves the lowest point, or the farthest most southern point, the southernmost point. But this is actually the most southernmost point. And we're like literally, if you feel like you're in Ireland, like looking out from these giant, grassy cliffs into an abyss of nothing in the ocean. And there were all these guys just like jumping back and forth and jumping off this thing and then jumping into like, you basically had a time when the tide or a wave would come in. Otherwise, if you miss, then you land on rocks. But if you jump when the tide is high, then or when a wave is high, you're good to go. And I was like, there is no way. My kids are like, do it, Dad. I'm like, do you want to bring me home in a body bag? No, thanks. Enneagram 6, risk management. I'm not doing that. And I don't want to get hurt, man. Especially not on vacation. But
wild.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else we did this summer. I was in Michigan a lot, I felt like, and I love Michigan. It's a great place, man.
Not so many cliffs to jump off of in Michigan, though.
No, there's not that I'm aware of. There's sand dunes.
You ever see like the sand dunes surfing or boarding? I don't know what you call it. It's kind of cool.
It's like a real, it's a very real thing. Yeah. I have heard it is, maybe it's in Michigan. I think it's in Michigan. There's a place that basically like it's this giant dune that you can walk down to get to the lake. It might not be in Michigan, so don't quote me on that. But then there's like a sign at the top that's like, hey, if you can't make it back up the hill, it costs $3,000 to call this, whether it's fire, police, or something like that, to rescue team to come get you out.
What?
And so they're like, be aware of that. And I guess the number of people that have to call it is significant. Because you've ever walked up a giant hill in sand, it's really hard.
That is fascinating. Now I want to try that. See, that's something that I'm like, I give that a go. Jumping off a cliff, not so much. Climbing a sand dune,
I can do that.
I can do that.
Yeah. At least I think I could when I am at the bottom. But.
Did you ever go to, this is actually a great segue to our next conversation point here. Did you ever go to the place on the way, I think it's on the way to New Buffalo, that is the church that was turned into the bar / pizza parlor?
Yep.
I think it's called Beer Church.
Beer Church.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's called.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good.
It's in New Buffalo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Great Place, New Buffalo is basically the Chicago version of the other side of the lake. Is all it is. But it's a great place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beer church. My grandparents were very, they didn't like the idea of going there at all.
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't seem right.
That's right.
I was like, I don't know, man.
These things are not compatible.
These things are not compatible. I don't remember what I got. I think I got a charcuterie board and some wood-fired pizza. Not bad.
That's good. Yeah.
There are some good places in New Buffalo to eat, though.
In Chicagoland, you talk about like how a lot of people from Chicago go there. I feel like everywhere, oftentimes I'm seeing the stray dog shirts all over the place. Everyone has a stray dog shirt from New Buffalo.
Everybody does. We've been going there for such a long time. Yeah. We've been going there before it burned down, and then they rebuilt what they had. Yes, this is, I don't know, 15 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Wow. Great places out there, though. Yeah. Really, really, really good place to eat. But you are correct. That's a great segue into a game that we saw on a podcast that we're going to do.
Yeah.
And the game is called...
okay, let me see if I get this right. It's called Church, Bar, Bank, Dispensary. We get around to a lot of churches.
Yes.
A lot of churches. And sometimes the names of these churches are quite creative and or vague and or like, I don't know, pushing the boundaries, we'll say.
Creative.
Yeah, we'll say that. They're creative.
Yes.
Which is great, but also sometimes kind of funny.
Yeah. So I guess both of us picked 4 different names of one of those 4 categories.
Yep.
Bank, church, bar, dispensary.
Yes.
And we'll read them off to each other, and then you have to guess, and then we'll tell you.
So I don't know what Kaleb picked, but I have to guess which is which.
So these ones, I don't know if you did a like specific city.
Oh, I did.
Okay, so I did all over the US.
Okay.
So this
I'm
is
gonna write
a little
down,
more.
This is, I have to, be prepared here. So I'm going to write your names down so I can correctly evaluate them.
Got it.
So
okay,
I'm so ready. Hit me.
Okay, the first name of either a bar, church, dispensary, or a bank is Heritage.
Yep. Got it.
Okay. Second location is called Harvest.
Yep.
The third location is Altar.
Yep.
And the last one is The Well.
Those are good.
Those are great.
Those are really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, podcast audience.
What do you think?
Play along at home.
Play along at home.
The options are Heritage, Harvest, Altar, and The Well. All right.
Do you want to know?
No, I have to guess.
Okay.
What do you mean? Do I want to know? That's the whole game. Is I have to guess.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna label these here.
They're really hard because like I probably know 3 of those that are also church names.
Oh yeah, all 4 of them.
Probably all 4.
For sure. No doubt.
This is hilarious. I don't remember where we heard this on a podcast.
Okay.
At one point, but it is a very fun game because you never know anymore.
Okay. Oh.
Tricky. As we were doing this, I forgot about the bank one. And the bank one is such a funny thing because you don't typically think that a bank would have a name that would be anything remotely close to
all right,
potentially a church name.
You ready?
It's close.
Here's my picks.
Okay.
It's going to be Heritage Bank.
Okay.
Harvest Dispensary.
Okay.
Altar is the bar.
Okay.
And The Well is the church.
No way. You got all of them right. Yes! All of them correct, dude. That's hilarious.
I am a church professional. So
that's so funny, dude.
Wow.
That is very, very correct. Yeah.
Right. Did I win a prize or something?
No, I didn't have any prizes, but that's so good. Like we know a Heritage Church here in Lake Zurich.
Oh yeah.
Harvest here in Chicagoland. Altar, I don't know of a church there, but that's a actual bar in New York, in Brooklyn. Nice. And the Well, we know many of the wells, but this one specifically was in Fresno, California.
Amazing.
So funny.
Okay. Flipping the script here.
Okay, now I'm going to write these down.
I limited my geography for this.
Okay.
So all of these locations are in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay. I've never been in Albuquerque. So
Me neither. Okay. Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay.
Here are the 4 locations.
If you're from Albuquerque, comment somewhere, whether it's on a social post or on the podcast directly.
All right, here we go. Gather.
Okay.
Center City. Oasis. And Hillcrest.
Oh my God. Okay. Gather, Center City, Oasis, Hillcrest. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm not going to get any of these right. You got all of them right.
Oh, you'll be fine. I mean, just the odds. You have a 25% chance of getting at least one.
That's true. Let's see. I'm going to... Man.
Albuquerque, man. Giving you a run for your money.
Okay. Albuquerque, crushing it. Let's see here. Dispensary. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Ready.
So, my guesses are Gather is a dispensary. Center City Church. Oasis Bar. And Hillcrest Bank.
Hey, well, guess what? You got 50%.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Gather is the bar. Okay. Center City is, in fact, the church.
Okay. That felt the easiest, yeah.
Oasis is the dispensary.
Okay.
And Hillcrest is the bank.
Interesting.
So pretty good.
The Oasis, I only thought, Oasis, isn't that like a thing in the middle of the desert?
Totally.
You get water.
Yep.
Or something to drink.
Yep. Or your gummies.
Or your gummies, I suppose. Oh my gosh, that's funny. What a hilarious
Well,
name.
if you're listening to this and you've heard like a really bizarre church name, maybe send it to us in the comments or something.
Dude.
We could play it again with a different city. Or you could suggest a city that we should pull for names to quiz
Whenever
on.
I think of like funny church names or like so unique, like there's a church down in Florida called Salty Church.
Yes, I have been there.
And I'm like, what a funny name. Because you could literally think it's, I don't know, a pizza place or I don't know. I don't
well,
know.
They're like very I think their pastor's a surfer, so that's kind of where that comes from.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny.
For real.
Okay. Well, what a fun game. We will do more of things like that. Maybe we'll do it with some guests.
Speaking of other games, that reminds me.
Oh yeah.
One of the things we were talking about doing is going to require some audience participation here. So you've probably noticed we have actually fewer than usual cans on the table right now, but we often have a whole bunch of beverages. We like our sparkling water. We were going to do like a little shootout of sparkling waters to have around for the podcast.
Yes.
So
because so we in one of the last episodes of the last season, we talked with, I don't even remember who the guest was. We were talking about, I think it was Spencer DeYoung. And we're talking about liquid death and how we had liquid death here. And then we heard some funny stories about liquid death and we shared that on the podcast and posted a clip of it. And man alive, the internet is wild. And there are some crazy comments on that. And at least 500,000 views at this point of us talking about that. Both really great comments and really terrible comments. So
who knew that sparkling water was such a hot topic?
It was a very hot topic. So we said we are banning that from the show. We don't want anything about that. And so we have been in search of a different kind of water to drink on the podcast. And what's really funny is if you scroll through the comments, like there are people, they post the other kinds of water we should drink. All of this stuff. So we're in search of the new kind of canned or something like that water that we can bring on the show.
Could be carton, could be glass.
Could be carton.
Not picky.
Have you ever drank the water in I think it is in a carton. It's odd. It feels like I'm back in elementary school drinking a chocolate milk. So if you have man, you gotta try this water. We're gonna do a blind taste test and see if we can do
But let's keep it, unique. Like no LaCroix, please. No Spindrift. No. What's the other ones? Help us find some things we wouldn't know of otherwise.
Yes. Maybe I'll have Peter Sedaris give us some of the sparkling water
connoisseur.
He built a little dispenser, with a dispenser gun in his house.
Oh, that's fun.
Which is hilarious. So send us recommendations.
Yeah, and sometime later in the season, we'll give it a shot. So
depending on what time of day we're recording, whether it's sparkling water or Red Bull or a Ghost or...
let's be honest, Caleb. The time of day does not matter.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's be real.
My gosh.
All right.
So other fun games like that we'll do throughout the season. We are excited for some of the guests that we have scheduled to record that we may or may not have already recorded with them.
Yeah, we've been working hard.
We have been working. We spent a lot of time in the studio over the last month, getting some episodes in and getting ready to record and
having some great conversations. We were talking about before we started recording, one of the things that's interesting as I think about this season and who we've already talked to and who's coming up is just the wide array and variety of different kinds of guests that we're going to hear from this season, and just how we're going to have perspectives from people that are practicing creativity and leadership and honing their skills in just a wide variety of different spaces and environments. And I think it'll be a cool cross section of learning and topics and very interesting.
Yeah, and I would say, if you guys think of those who are listening of somebody that we should have on to record, we'd love to do that. We know lots of people, but there's lots of people we don't know and would love to be introduced to. And so if you guys have ideas, shoot us a DM on Instagram or send us an email at hello@sundayscomingpodcast.com. Because we want to have more people. We record them all here in Chicago, so we'll bring you up and make sure you're showed up for recording and have some good conversations.
Yeah, and I think that one of the things that reminds me of is when we think about to focus specifically for a second on the ministry context. A lot of the people listening are involved in some kind of church ministry role, right? Is exposing ourselves to learning and content and thought outside of that space, and how valuable it can be to learn from people that are working in other spaces and be able to incorporate that back in, and not it's easy to get into a bubble or get into just sort of your day-to-day head down, what's the next thing, or learning from people that are doing the exact same thing as me. And I think some of the most creative ideas and biggest breakthroughs we can have is from spaces that are outside of our sort of normal day-to-day, one-to-one comparison. And that's where the fresh perspective can come from sometimes, I think.
It can be very easy in ministry to be in your own. I felt like I was in my own bubble a lot, just the people that I work with every day, the things that I have to do every day in my church and our 50, 60 staff or whatever it looks like. And so
you mentioned staff. I think of my church experience, especially people that are at churches with large staff.
Oh yeah.
It's so easy because you have people to talk to, and some, depending on the exact structure of the church, you might have counterparts that are doing the same thing as you.
Totally.
So there's a built-in community of just people that are at least thinking about the same things and trying to solve the same problems. And so when I think about my experiences, when I was on a large church staff, getting outside of our context to learn from other church people or even people in other areas was way less top of mind and felt way less easy than when I was on a small church staff. When I was on a small church staff, I knew way more people at other churches and had way more conversations with people outside of my immediate community. And so I mean, as I'm just processing out loud, I think that's one of the things I would hope this podcast can be a little bit of a window for people, is exposing them to learnings from people in different strains of creativity, different ministry contexts or non-ministry contexts in a way that's really enlightening and beneficial.
Yeah, I agree, man. And so bring those people in, and or I think you said it, topics. Like if you're like, man, I'm struggling with my whatever it is.
Yeah.
At my church, we'd love to just like dive into some specific topics.
We've already had some conversations around like team culture and volunteerism and like how do you create a healthy dynamic for learning and like feedback culture and things like that. So if there's something specific that's top of mind for your team in your context, like we'd love to know and maybe engage in some helpful dialogue on it.
Yeah. So we're stoked for this season. Sorry it's taken us so long to get the next episode out, but we're here now.
Oh yeah.
So we're stoked for what this looks like, especially just going into, man, like the fall ministry season. Like I feel that at my church and like those teams that are working, all the time, just like, man, we have all of a sudden run right into, fall ministry season that, to be honest, every time that we got to this part of the year in any other seat that I've been in ministry, like I was like, my gosh, well, here we go. We don't stop till Christmas. Like I didn't, basically September 1st to December 25th.
To a TD last week, and his line was, we don't stop till Easter.
It's very true.
It's like, what's Christmas? Like we're doing that, but then you're immediately headed into the next thing.
Yeah. And I don't remember, is Easter earlier this year?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But anyways, it's very crazy. So we feel for all of you who are doing that right now and in the trenches of like, you're neck deep in everything that you're doing at your church and launches and new campuses and campaigns and all of the things that are happening. So excited for what the season holds and the people that we've got on. So and
hopefully, just thinking about those listening, we're honored that you would make our conversations that we have around this table a part of your, a part of the content that you listen to and learn from, and that your teams listen to, and hopefully it's just one piece of a holistic set of habits and routine. That's we said from the beginning we want the conversations that we have here to help create good, sustainable habits and rhythms and healthy teams and healthy individuals. And so hopefully this can be a part of that, but hopefully you have people around you that can speak into you, and good relationships and good habits of just like personal refreshment, as you had, like you mentioned, Kaleb, we're heading into a busy season. So keeping that a priority, whatever that needs to look like for you. And hopefully these conversations can be a little bit of inspiration as well.
Yeah. I think that's all we got.
Yeah. We're going to be back on the following Monday with our first conversation.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. And again, DM us if you got any ideas, as well as send us an email at hello@sundayscomingpodcast.com.
And hit us with those sparkling waters.
And the sparkling waters, yes. Because we'd love to try a bunch of them.
That's honestly the thing I'm looking forward to the most this season. So I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm stoked. We'll have to cleanse our palate.
We'll have to also put a limit on it, because I don't know if we could try like 17 different options in one go, but we'll see.
We will try. Anyways, thanks. Stoked to be back. And we will see you guys all next week.
Yeah, take care.